Hello, folks. This is Brian Loma, Cut the Plastic, here at 7620 Florida. We are live at the site of a party gone bad, but also a location that was apparently raided about a week ago or two. As we can see here now, we have investigators, officers, a drone operator looking at video shots. I've taken a little bit of time to get here, drive around the neighborhood, do some stringer shots, and for whatever reason, the arrow to come down the street here, it cuts off in the middle or something. So, there was actually the police taping off on that end. There was bullet marker 20. That was a video clip I set stringer. And so we're here, and this is in Lakewood. So what I found out earlier was that a week or so ago there was a raid on this location, and that raid did have a whole bunch of clothing, truckload of clothing, this guy said, come out of the building, all brand new packaging. So I just don't know if you guys can see all the things that are going on here, but there's yellow. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit as we can here. And they saw San Joaquin Valley Transparency. Holy cow, I'm honored. Jenny Jones, good morning. What's going on? Fing and Eric Johnson. So just to give you guys an update again, and what's going on, we're here at a shooting in Lakewood. There was a party overnight, and sometime this morning there was at least 20 shots fired. I got the video of that first stringer earlier, of the 20th bullet being marked. We have a drone operator who's been here taking video, and this tripod, that's what I was trying to focus on for you guys here, is that tripod right there. You can kind of see there's something on top of it spinning around. That's a device, and it's going to be taking like a sonar or video, some kind of data showing trajectories and landings of the bullets. This is the CIS part of the investigations. So yeah, we're here again. This is Florida in Lakewood, Colorado. There are 5 police units on site. 3 different types of markers that I've seen on the ground. I believe that this property over here, which is like a little daycare or something, you can see the playground equipment in the back if you there. This is troubling to me because there's a bit of a parking lot in the front. This fenced in, the school ground equipment there. I can't tell if this is a daycare facility because there's multiple playgrounds there. It's fenced in professionally. There's a gate with a chain lock on it. There seems to be some gardens. So that's some kind of community center. And directly across the street is where the shooting happened. And this shooting appears to be, like what some neighbors have told me, is that it's gang activity or some drug activity going on here. There was a lot of clothes out of a raid here not too long ago. And when I was trying to find the place, a gentleman said, thank you, everybody here that's popping up on the chat. The guy said, oh, that's on the other side of the school. And so I actually did. I drove on the other side of the high school or middle school and then came over to this side. And this is a nice, quiet neighborhood. This is right off of Wadsworth in Lakewood, Wadsworth in Florida. Nice homes, quiet area, well-manicured yards, right? And so I'm going to say again, good morning, Junkie, Joyce Hendrickson, Government Transparency and Accountability. So honored to have San Joaquin also here this morning. Dark Side, just a little jaded. Good morning. You know what? People who, I can't do wrenches here. See, that's you add that function. Look at that. I can now add moderators from in Georgia from the phone. So yeah, that just happened. So yeah, we were 9 News is out here, and myself, quite honestly, another shooting that happened elsewhere, and we're not there because somebody else got that. You see, she's moving this sonar device around. I think what they're doing is they're probably figuring where stood. I did hear that California Citizens Watch. That's wonderful. Yeah, 2 things. First thing this morning. So she just moved it, and what I believe she's doing there is that she's figuring out the spots maybe where the shooter stood, and then they're gonna let around and take photos, and they keep looking on the ground. We'll try another angle here. And so I'm assuming that thing that they're running there, officer, that's like figure out where the bullets trajectory went.
It's crime scene mapping.
Yeah, like a LiDAR or something. Yeah, so that's exactly what it is, guys. Thank you, Mr. Brandt. Which should be a mod, and I don't know why you weren't. And I don't know what the California Citizens Watch is saying. But anyway, yeah, that's a crime scene mapping device, as I was saying there. And my understanding is that there's somebody else told me from another angle that they believed somebody came up or something in a car. I'm not really sure on the details yet. We're waiting for the police spokesman to say a word, I guess. Any timeline on that chance?
I don't have one. I know he's on his way.
Oh, they're coming here. Okay,
yeah,
it's not.
He's gonna come over here.
Okay, I'm new to this, so I'm not exactly sure how it.
Yeah, he'll come over here, and once he gets here, he'll have a thing over there, and he'll speak on camera for you guys.
Cool, thank you. So this is actually like a super credit union here also. And do you know, is this some kind of daycare facility or?
It's called Patterson Head Start. I think it's some type of daycare / preschool. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, sure. No, I'm familiar with Head Starts and what they do. They're learning centers, folks. For those of you that don't know, you're gonna have probably 6 months to 12 months or older, depending on the type of facility. It might just be 3 through 6-year-olds, and then maybe some summer programs for older kids and things like that. But it's definitely a way for parents and kids to have some time apart during the day and get some education and be prepared for their scholastic adventures in a fun and exciting way. It's also maybe a little bit of daycare, huh? But and I'm pleased to see that this facility has some recycling there with their waste management services. CCW, have a wonderful day. I don't know what's going on. Lady, I'm glad there's some people in here who are taking care of things. Hi, Cybertron. Good morning. As I said, guys, we are here at the it's like 7620 Florida gun shooting this morning. We understand it was a party gone wrong. We also understand that this is not the first time Lakewood Police or a regional task force have been here. There's a raid. Are you familiar with that raid that happened?
I am. I can't talk about it. You're gonna have to talk to our PIO about
No, that's fine. That's fine. But it is, there was a raid here. There was a lot of clothing taken out, brand new stuff hauled out of here. So you don't know exactly the type of activity that was going on. But we do know that something was going on. Maybe we'll try to, hey man, how you doing today? Did you hear anything about this? Did you see the raid that happened a while ago? Okay. Good morning. How you doing this morning, sir? Did you hear what happened?
No.
There's a shooting here.
That's what they said.
Yeah, you had problems with these neighbors in the past, or I heard there was also a raid here recently where the cops came and hauled a bunch of goods out of the property. Any knowledge of that?
About that?
Don't know much about that either.
No.
All right.
Before.
I'm actually live right now on YouTube, so I'm a area journalist and activist, but I got sent out here by a news crew earlier, take some video for them. So, you do.
Much about it. You better talk to the officers.
Yeah, they're tight-lipped until their official spokesman comes in.
Well,
so figure asking the neighbors, maybe there was a house, might have been some problems or something.
Haven't heard.
Okay, well, thank you for your time, sir.
You bet.
Have a good day. Don't know much about history. He's got a nice bike. More news crews showing up. There's an investigator or other vehicle leaving. Yeah, that looks like an investigator. Good. How long did you train on that drone? Long time. That's pretty cool. More news crews arriving. It looks like Fox 31 is here finally. And Channel 2 News. It does look like the investigation's wrapping up a bit, huh guys? Hey Pikes, good morning. I think this is our investigator here. Morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Brian Loma, Stringer.
Oh, okay. How you doing? I'm
Good.
Rob.
Good. Nice to meet you.
I'm Pugs with Fox 31. You say Pugs? Pugs, yeah. All right. Give me a minute. Let me walk to see what my guy here. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
We'll sit up wherever you like.
Oh, thank you.
You too.
Okay, so I'm gonna go get the tripod out. Be a little professional like these guys, so I'm not so shaky. I stole Mr. Brantshow's tripod camera holder, and then it didn't fit on my thing, so we'll have to get that back to him. And sorry for the shaky cameras that y'all have to deal with today from him. So, oh, we can't go in. That's not the option, huh? Just give me a second to get my tripod set up, folks. Trying to do things one-handed here.
Which one of my cards have an extra card in it?
Oh, what do you mean?
What card has a card in it?
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Ah,
oh, yeah.
good.
Yeah. This is which one had the actual card inside.
Oh, gotcha.
By the way, I'm missing a screw on this one. So we gotta find that. Because that affects the tripod negatively. And this little holder is a pain in the butt. Of course. Because the phone's gonna pop out. I don't know what kind of childish arguments are going on my stream right now, but it's a real pain in the bum. Knock it off, guys. Behave. David S., how very true. Too much. Have to deal with that screw loose, though. And on ways. Thank you, Gary. Be good.
Okay, and I'm just going to shoot some quick roll and then hopefully the PIO interview. Is there an IFB number I can call in to have them? 3192, thank you.
I think. So what's going on, guys? We want to make sure all of you are taking the time. Thank you very much. The Invisible Royals is now playing on Liberty Freak TV, who is hanging out with Monk Eye 83 at the 16th Street Mall. Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you very much, San Joaquin. Tony, I appreciate that. Yes, that's right. Do the work, don't we? Sorry for the shitty camera here. I'm trying to figure something out. These phone holders that we bought from China are just like we expected them to be. Lots of Frick's been putting in the work. That's right. We got Ghost Rider out here. We got Pikes Peak Auditors been putting in the work. Colorado. La Luz. Of course, the Eric Brandt show's on overtime right now due to the silly incompetencies in our world today. Sorry about this juggling around, folks. I'm really trying to get this to stop slipping on me. Eric can attest to how much of a pain in the ass this is. Buttocks. Okay. Oh, I like that. We got a little bit of the cherries going on there. I'll tape to that. That's right, Eric. They do work great with lots of tape. The problem is that you had so much tape on there it wouldn't fit on my tripod. And we just dropped 10 people. That's quite interesting. Oh, everybody went to Liberty Freak, I bet.
I put out just a brief release a little bit ago. Did you guys all get that?
My office have it.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no
I don't
problem.
know,
I'll have all that info, and then
but
I've
you
got
want it inside the short or in
I was just gonna have them.
whatever's
the back?
easy, man.
You got it.
Check yourselves. Are you getting okay sound?
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, everybody, guys, give me a. Are we good on the sound? Nice. Thank you, San Joaquin. Appreciate it.
All good.
All right. Everybody says it's good volume. Where can they find the release that you put out?
I put it out on our police department Twitter page.
So that's the Lakewood Police Department,
At
Lakewood, Colorado.
Yeah, it's at Lakewood PDCO.
At Lakewood PDCO on Twitter, folks. If you want to get the press release,
And I can
somebody
email
share that
them
link.
if they need it.
I got 50 people on here right now. They'll find it and share
All
it.
right. If you want to be there, sir, on the middle or they cross the there you go. Thank you. All right.
I do have one update from the press release too.
All right.
I'll get into that.
Thank you.
You guys are ready?
I'm ready. Please, yeah.
Volume
but you-
okay.
Good.
Good.
Inside.
Yeah. Can you please start with the first name and
Sure.
second and title?
Sure. First name is Rob. Last name is Albretts. It's A-L, B like boy, R-E-T-S. And I'm a police spokesman,
All right, Rob.
public information
Yeah.
officer. And I'll give you a quick rundown of what I've got, and feel free to ask questions after that.
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
Ready? Okay. At about 4:15 a.m., our police department received multiple calls of shots fired in the area of West Florida Avenue and South Yarrow Street. When our agents got on scene, they located two victims, both suffering from gunshot wounds. These victims were transported to local hospitals. In addition to those two, another gunshot wound victim and an assault victim went to the hospital independently in private vehicles. Since that time, one of the victims, a 17-year-old male, has died at the hospital. The scene is going to be closed for a while longer while the crime lab processes it. No information available on potential suspects. You guys have any questions?
Any signs of drug thing? I mean, I heard that this house is a crack house kind of.
It was
It's a
raided
drug
last
house.
week or 2 weeks ago.
I don't know.
That's what one of the.
Know something about that?
There is some police history with the house that's associated, but I can't say whether drugs were a factor in today's shooting.
What about the raid that happened a week or 2 ago, where, as a neighbor reported, tons of clothing came out of the building?
A search warrant was executed at a house here. Whether that's related to today's incident, I can't say.
What range of age are the victims? Are the whole thing?
That I don't know. The only one I can confirm is that the deceased victim is a 17-year-old male.
We have a total of four victims, one of them being deceased, correct?
That's correct.
And two of them, one that was possibly shot and the assault victim. We don't know if they were involved in this because they just showed up at the hospital, correct?
We believe they are involved,
Okay.
but they showed up on their own.
Do we? We see four markers. Do we know if this happened outside or inside, or how many shots were actually fired at this time?
We don't know how many shots were fired at this time or how many shooters there were. The scene is quite extensive down Florida Avenue and also on South Yarrow Street.
Anything else that you want to add that didn't ask you?
We just appreciate the community's patience with the road closure. I know it's inconvenient. This is a residential neighborhood. In addition to that, we don't think that the general community is in danger.
That was going to kind of be my next question.
Yes.
Since you said you had no suspect information, what would you tell the community here? Are they safe right now? Or is this possibly just an isolated incident that, people that both parties knew each other?
We don't think that this was a random act. We don't think that the general community is in danger.
Do you have any other information? That it's kind of sounding like there might be additional parties that are missing from the scene. That was there other vehicles that showed up or any other information like that you're?
That I don't know at this time. I don't know if we have everyone involved yet, or if there's still people that are outstanding from this incident, whether they're witnesses, victims, or suspects.
The owners of the house, they were in the house at the moment? No, when the shooting happened, the owners of the house.
There were residents home. I don't know if they're the owners or not, if they're guests, things like that. I can't say.
And we heard also that this was a party that was happening last night.
I can't say one way or the other if it was related to a party at this house or not.
They're good? Good?
Yes.
Anything else,
Okay.
guys?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you,
let's say
sir.
the one update that I have from the press release is that one of the victims has
Passed away.
died. We're not doing names yet, obviously. The
Sure.
thing will be up for the coroner to release.
Yeah, it's underage.
Yeah, that too.
Thank you so much.
17-year-old kid.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir,
of course.
very much.
Of course, you're very welcome.
Pleasure was.
Hey
Thank you.
guys, like I
Do you have a
said,
card on you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think I do. Let me grab my truck. If you guys can be pretty much anywhere outside the tape and where the cars aren't blocking off.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
So I am leaving.
Okay, so if
To the
you're happy
other
with it, if
shooting.
you're happy with the video and stuff you guys got, great. If not, you can probably get around the other side or
Thank you.
up to where it's closed off, a block up on Yarrow, whatever works for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. So,
Thank you.
See you later.
thanks.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. He does, doesn't he?
And what's up with Sundays?
I know, right?
A holdover from Saturday night, I guess.
All right, guys. That's what you got. Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Cut the stream now and call it what it is. It's a sad tragedy of a youth. Sounds like it was probably a party. Maybe there's some other activity going on in the community here. Kind of concerned about the fact that it's across the street. You know what? I have one more question.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any thoughts or concerns about this thing being across the street from this Head Start facility?
What I can say is that we're very relieved to say that this was overnight hours and there were not children at the daycare center here.
We'll be looking for more on this, guys, because obviously, like, if there's some greater question of what's going on in the community next to a school, that's something I'm sure Lakewood's going to keep an eye on. All right, guys, we're going to call it a day. Thanks for hanging out, and go to Liberty Freak TV. Watch the Royals, the Invisible Royals, going on right now. Thank you. We might head up to the Morrison Street for a brief one. Thank you.
Other than that,
I have no reason to think that's related. That came up a couple times.
Cut the plastic. Like and share.